when I left NC State coaching after 3 years, I went to work for Adidas the first time in 1980, and Michael Jordan and Buzz Peterson, who were roommates in North Carolina, loved Adidas. And so I started giving those guys Adidas. They'd wear them around campus. And Dean Smith was getting 250 grand from Converse, so he wouldn't let him wear them in the games. But when Michael went to turn pro, I'm sure you guys watched the Air Jordan movie, which is full of crap, because Sonny Vaccaro was the consultant. And so he made himself look great. He never went to the Jordan house. He never, we never had Michael and his family in Germany. There's a lot of the show that's made up, obviously. But when Michael went to turn pro, I gave him the first $100 pair of shoes. They were called the Forum. They had a Velcro strap to them. They were high top. I gave them to Michael and I said, here, wear these up at the Olympic trials, because they were going to Bloomington to play for the USA Olympic team, which is coached by Bobby Knight. And so there's shoes of Michael dunking and playing in Adidas. And after they came out of the Olympics, Michael didn't want to, go to Nike. And David Falk, his agent, worked on Miss Jordan to get Michael to go to Beaverton to meet with Nike. And so he acquiesced, went out there with his dad and David Falk. And there's a book called Swoosh that in the book, it says that Michael came out of the meeting with Nike and Michael's dad said, well, we got to sign with Nike. This is an unbelievable deal. And David Falk said, yeah, this as good a deal as we're going to get, we got to sign with Nike. And Michael's quoted in the book, no, I want to sign with Adidas. And so Michael was 23, I guess, at the time. I was like 28 and living in Raleigh. He lived in Chapel Hill, obviously. And he called me, he always called me Mr. Stoken. He called me and said, Mr. Stoken, can you meet? And I sure, Michael, we'll meet. So we met on Franklin Street in Chapel Hill. There's a stone wall across from Four Corners Restaurant. And we sat on that stone wall and drinking a Coca-Cola. And he said, Mr. Stoken, I love you. You've been great to me. You've been great to my family. And that's why I want to sign with Adidas. And I love your shoes. If you can just get close on the car, the shoe deal, the annuity, the clothing program, I'll sign with Adidas. You don't have to beat Nike. I want to sign with Adidas.